tell you I had more on.
I appreciate it.
I always wait for the
All right, we are live at Nampa Boat Chiefs. We are here for the fourth and final qualification round here at Nampa Boat Chiefs for their indoor warm up. We're going to give this live feed another shot here. We've done some rearranging on the location of the internet. We've put it on the roof now. We are doing everything that we can to provide some good live footage here, and technology is giving us a run for its money today. So we stay with us here. If we test this out and we still are unable to go live, we're going to keep working this scenario throughout the rest of this afternoon, and we will figure out what we can do tomorrow for the brackets and the the shoot up rounds. So we are starting the 3:30 line. This is their first scoring end. This is probably the smallest line that they've had here at the 3:30.
But I did talk to them, and they've got 87 archers that were pre-signed up, so I think they probably expected another 5 or so to come in. So just under, and somewhere between 90 and 100 is what they expect to have. So that's a good turnout, and I think last year they had right at 100. So looks like the live stream is glitchy again. Is that right or no?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure does.
All right. Well, I guess we'll just record it and then we'll post it up as soon as it'll download and do that for you guys, so that you can at least see that. And I think Megan mentioned we're probably not filming this entire line. We're going to film 10 or 15 minutes of it so that they can come back, take a look at it. Sometimes people want to evaluate their form, and that'll cover this line as well. And then tomorrow we'll do a continual feed pretty much of from about 9 a.m. until it's over. So they'll do a bracket round tomorrow that is a shoot up form essentially. So what happens is, if there's over 16 people in one division, they'll do a heads up bracket where one shoots against last and so on until the top 16 rather. One will shoot against 16, 2 will shoot against 15, and they'll eliminate the field and cut it in half after 4 ends. After that, everyone else is going to do a shoot up format. So if there was 12 in there or so, the 12 will shoot again against 11. The winner will shoot against 10, and so on, all the way up until there's one winner. So a person can come from the bottom of their bracket all the way up to the top in the shoot up style format and take everything. So that's a neat format that they're running. It's just to get everybody back into the spirit of archery in the fall and prepare everybody for these shoots that are coming up. And they give you a 450 round instead of a classic 300 round, so that you have a little bit more time to shoot. So that's a big plus there. So on some other lines, there were several bare bows. I think the bare bows mostly signed up at 10:30. There were probably 10 or so on the bare bow line at 10:30. I'm not sure how many were at 8 a.m. So they had 4 different line times today. And that's how they got all 90, right at 90 shooters through there. Tomorrow it'll be a really full house, so you see it's pretty light today. Everybody's kind of gone home resting, go back to the hotel. There's people from Nevada, Washington, Utah, Idaho, all over the state of Idaho here too. So it draws from a lot of different areas. That's pretty fun to see everybody get together at, this early in the year.
So this line should go pretty quick.
This is their first scoring in, so this one will take just another minute because of that. They want to make sure they get everything ready to move. They'll move pretty quick because there's not as many archers on this line. So looks like there's one bare bow, one or two seniors, some championship flight, adult, female, freestylers. There's quite a few different genres just in this one little line here.
So that is Jeff McKee at full draw there. This third arrow, bottom left target. Looks like a solid X. Earlier today I was talking about multi-generational families getting to shoot together, good quality time. The young lady on the far right there is Miss Beretta McKee. So Jeff McKee's daughter, shooting that purple bow. Should be that top left target. Solid shot there. And a nice letdown for Beretta. Her arrows sure are burying deep there for that short little draw length she's got. Good solid shooting there. And Beretta's third and final arrow for this scoring in. And it looks like it is going to be, her fletches are for sure an X. We'll see if the shaft hit that X line or not. Adam George with a solid X. Looks like Jeff McKee on the target on the left. Looks like a solid X as well. Adam George liked that third arrow, middle target, bottom right, number 3, looks solid. Ooh, that bear bow got a nice solid X on that
Yeah,
first arrow, and
that-
that solid 9.
Yeah, that's good shooting. I just looked real close at to see if she was wearing a screen, because she's letting that bow shoot out of her hand, or a sling, because she's letting that bow shoot out of her hand like you want to happen. But I was thinking she could lose that, but she's wearing a finger sling, so it can't leave her hand. So that lets her not grab at it when she shoots, so she doesn't ever have to play with that timing game or over grip it. So she shoots a really relaxed hand. So that bow rebounding out of her hand is what you want to see if somebody's going to shoot it that way.
All right, so we saw that third arrow of Beretta's and the number 3 top left target. Looks like it did catch the 10 from our angle here. But you can often tell when archers are nervous about the shot that they've taken. Aren't sure. She's replaying it in her mind. So get a quick look in here as they're scoring the targets. Yeah, that bear bow shot there looks like a center punch almost. It was a great shot. You can tell they are checking their math, which can be hard to do sometimes, especially when you're shooting with bear bow shooters, because they're not usually shooting a lot of 10, 10, 10, 10 like the compound shooter. So math gets challenging sometimes with bear bow shooters, but they do have 2 scorers that compare notes, ensure that the correct score is being recorded. So there we have Jeff and Beretta McKee, daddy-daughter team.
Bottom line up. Ten seconds.
Zoom in on Adam George there. Young lady from Downwind Archery. Knockbusters. Love it. Adam is that center target. Good shot, solid X. Jeff McKee on the far left there. Third and final arrow to the end. Good let down.
Top line up.
10 for sure. Possibly next down there.
10 seconds.
You trying to allow yourself to fall asleep?
Far end there is Kevin George, Adam George's father. So again, multi-generational.
It's like Kevin years ago. Just ignore it.
Solid group on that barebow target, top right. One more archer. No one's favorite thing to be the last archer on the line. But let's see how he handles this.
I'll try your phone.
Ooh, solid.
I thought you said not you.
Great shooting.
I was gonna do something.
so a high 10 for Jeff and a dead center for Adam. Adam with another solid shot. Jeff with a solid shot as well. And that looks like low left, still a 10. Don't believe it's catching that X line. Jeff's, however, on his number 3 target, DC. Solid shots there. Both Kevin's and Beretta's targets. I'm sad I missed that reaction. He had a good reaction to maybe not his favorite scoring arrow on that top right target, but staying pretty positive there. Alright, so that's a close-up of Beretta McKee's target, and now. Let's see this redemption here. Middle target. Good recovery there. Great shooting.
I wouldn't have noticed except for your expression.
That's what got me.
So I don't know if the camera would or not.
Oh, I felt it. I knew what it was.
Yeah, you knew exactly what was flying.
As long as you present yourself like this, obviously. That's why we're here, though.
Yeah.
Where we at? Good thing tomorrow's a shootout. Is this the bottom one? We don't need top? Bottom top, yeah. Bottom top. Bottom line up.
Thank you. That's what I was looking for.
10 seconds.
You think you're going to be shooting, at least 10, and it ends up catching an X, or just probably right with the bow, and you're figuring it out. So, and that's why this shoot exists to begin with. So, since it's a warm-up, they want everybody to get out there, get their stuff out, dust it off. I do see some dust on your bow there, so it's time to dust that thing off, right?
Yeah, definitely need to clean it off.
So, good luck when you shoot this in.
That was Joe talking with Miss Beretta McKee. And Jeff McKee finishing up on the line here. Let's see where this last arrow hits. Target number 9. Nice.
Top line up.
Now I'm here with Bretta's dad, Pop. So Jeff, how's it going? How you shooting? I know you guys. Did you dust yours off first, or did she dust hers off first this year?
Actually, Donnie Monroe dusted mine off from Reading because it's still at his house.
Yeah. So you broke out that old TRX 38, which is that's tried and true for you. You've been shooting that for a few years.
No, it's shooting good. It's been last competition arrow I shot was Reading.
Yeah.
So 5 months, and I'm feeling good.
That's good.
I mean, little fatigued, just a little
Sure.
tired.
Yeah, and really what's going to matter is tomorrow, because everybody's going to make, if there is a bracket, listen to me, Adam, just so I don't mess this up, but if there's anyone that has a bracket that's over 16, they're going to cut that bracket in half. So the top 16 will do a bracket to get that filled down to 8, and then they'll do a shoot up. Everyone else is going to shoot up from wherever they're at. So if there's 12 in a division, they're going to just shoot from 12 to 11 to 10, all the way up to first place. So your division, if you're shooting, are you shooting championship or are you shooting an adult male?
Championship.
All right, so I'm not sure how many are in that division, but with 80, almost 90 plus shooters, there's a high probability that there's going to be over 16 in the championship division to begin with. So if there is, you'll be in that, hopefully you'll be in that top tier. But by the way, I'm seeing you shoot right now, it seems like you would be up in that tier, shooting to go up for the whole shoot up. So that's a big plus.
Well, there is 8 more ends to go.
I guess anything can happen.
This is a true statement. Yeah, it's feeling good. We'll just keep it going.
Well, look, Beretta's arrows are sinking deep. She's got she's shooting 85 pounds or something.
Yeah, and she's like 16-inch draw and 96 pounds.
Yeah, and it'll shoot 40 yards, I bet.
Yeah, she's built like a T-Rex.
I'm sure Beretta appreciates that. That's why we go to Dad next. That way he can get a few dad jokes in, so he can embarrass her pretty good.
I don't remember your name. David Lamont, okay. I saw you, where did I see you last at? The Caldwell indoor shoot or something? Like their 3D or? Okay, yeah, I imagine. Or endless or something, someplace like that.
Yeah, probably. Well, I shoot with Rio and all them too, so I'm
Okay.
always at something.
So David?
Yeah.
Okay.
If I'm not here, I'm in Twin or I'm in Pokey or. I used to run Archery Idaho.
Gotcha, gotcha.
I don't think any of us had it. Look at that. Any of us had it enough.
Did you need to see it? No. Looks like you need to see it. Apparently mine just took behind. Mine just took, mine just took behind you. Oh, yeah. Mine took behind you. Maybe I'm close to hitting each other.
Top line up.
Jeff, how far back am I going? Like when I'm on the years.
Oh, no, I don't know. No, I don't know.
You first started shooting, I thought you did check it. I didn't know you were in your sling. I didn't see it. And when it shot out of your hand, I was like, oh, nope, she's got it. Right. Well, I made a comment about that. I was like, yeah, if you're going to shoot open-handed, there's no sense in grabbing her. That's what the finger's just for. But it scared me because I didn't see the sling on there when you let go. Yeah.
Just all right, yeah. Yes, that is us. Just all right, yeah. I'm gonna grab guard.
it's really not mine. The 10.
If I look at it from this way, it looks like an 8. 11, 10.
I think we're good, Joe.
Same deal. You're not thinking of it? Do we have to change Friday?
I'm shotgun.
I aimed it.
Lower that down to the line. You're gonna wear your arm out. Get close to the line. I could never shoot it that high. All right, there'll be no bonus points for hitting the camera.
You just get a wrestling match.
Just won't have to come tomorrow.
All right, as I'm talking here, or sitting here, we're watching those shots go down range there. I'm here with Nathan, and he's running the last line. It's been a long day, I know, but did you get the total of number of shooters that are here?
I didn't get the exact number, but we're somewhere in the mid to high 80s.
Okay, yeah, last I'd heard it, 87 had registered, so, and you probably got a couple of walk-ins, so I said, you know, somewhere between. Tomorrow, and we're going to do our best to keep up with it. So at the start of it at 9, we'll be able to get going with, there's going to be 4 divisions that start up and kind of take up the whole range, and let's go over those.
So we'll start out with the senior class on one bale, and then we'll start out with the next bale will be young adult, male and female, youth, male and female, and then junior eagle,
Okay.
male and female.
And whoever's done first, depending on how many people were in that division, you know, one might finish before the other one. Then you're going to keep rolling and keep pulling the next division up, right?
Yeah, as one finishes, basically we'll start the next division.
So what we'll do is because it's going to take about 4 hours to run this whole thing, most likely, you know, somewhere 4 or 5 hours. So we'll probably do a couple of different videos with it. So we'll hit 3 or 4 divisions at a time, then we'll come back and we might miss the beginning or the starting of a division, but we'll catch the finals most likely, you know, those top 2 or 3, 4 spots, you know, as they finish up, so that we can split that video up a little bit so it won't take as long to download. We were trying to live stream as much as we wanted to. We weren't able to, so we're going to upload it as soon as it's finished this weekend. But the whole point of this shoot is it's indoor warm-up, so everybody's dusting off their equipment. They're getting ready for some other shoots. And what's the next thing you got going on? You're also one of the lead. And you are the lead instructor for the S3DA? Or?
Yeah, I'm the head coach for the S3DA program here. I'm at Nampa Bow Chiefs, and I'm also the club president.
And I know the S3DA has a big shoot too, and last year we were able to film that, so we'll try to do that again if there's no conflicts. We try to get around to a lot of shops, so sometimes it might be every other year or something, so we'll look at our schedules as we know those dates, but we'd love to do it. Last year you had a huge turnout, and you know, it was surprising. I want to say there was, you know, 80 to 100 kids during that.
I think we had just over 100 kids last year at the state 5 spot, yeah.
Yeah, that was impressive, and it's all just about all age groups. So I'm not as familiar with the different, you know, the Eagles, the youth, the junior Eagles, and so on as you are on the ages. But we'll talk about that another time. We'll come down and kind of talk about the club and how you would join and things like that on another video. So cool. Appreciate all the work you put in, Nathan, and we'll catch up with them and go from there.
Fancy. Gotta keep it
Appreciate
real
Jeff
here.
really for the fact that it bothers Beretta more than anybody. All right, have a seat. Let's talk. She didn't do anything. It'll be
Said
her
she was
turn.
purposely looking unapproachable, so you'd wonder.
Oh, that makes me seek people out. So, all right. So you're shooting bear bow.
Yeah.
How long have you been shooting?
Bear bow, this would be 2 years.
Okay. I assume you switched over
I've
from compound.
played with a compound before. I wouldn't say I really shot it. Never did competitions or anything on it.
And you fully committed a couple of years ago to bear bow.
Yeah.
Most people that end up getting as good as you have to commit to it because you can't just dabble in it and be where you want to be.
It takes a lot of work.
Oh yeah. So What was your name?
I'm Alex Fisher. Fisher, Alex.
Oh, Alex Fisher. And where do you shoot out of?
Downwind Archery in Idaho Falls.
Okay, yeah. So, what's your next tournament after this?
Next weekend I'll be down at Spots and Flakes at Addis in
Okay.
Utah.
Okay, do you plan on shooting in Twin Falls the week after that as well, or?
I'm not sure. I'll think about that one. I have
Sure.
5 kids at home, so
Right.
can't be gone every weekend.
Yeah, and the Spots and Flakes is a big shoot down there too, so I think a lot of people are gonna head down that way.
Yeah.
It's what it sounds like, so.
I'd like to go to the Twin Falls one to support it though.
Yeah, absolutely. JC's here. She shot the last line, so we're going to try to help her promote that next week as well. So that, or this weekend, so that she can get a few more signups possibly, and then go from there. So. So for your division, is there barebow women's here this weekend, or is it just barebow?
I think it's just barebow men and women's
I
combined.
thought that's what it was too. So
As far as I know, there's only one other woman, maybe.
yeah. And so how that works is if there's not enough people to create a division, they're going to move you into the closest division possible. So in this case, they're going to, since it's barebow, they're going to move you into lump everybody together. There's no age brackets for barebow either. So far in archery, they've not really split that because there's really not the same problem like in compound, where as you get older, you don't ever shoot it as well. In barebow, a lot of times it takes years to get that good. So some of the seniors are some of the better shooters.
Yeah, definitely. As far as I know, I think Lancaster is one of the first ones to split.
Yeah, and I think that's because they had the amount of people they needed. So great shooting. All right. Adam's on the top line, so he's got just a couple minutes for me to harass him here. But this is Adam George. He owns a company called Gizmos.
George's Gizmos.
George's Gizmos, rather. And he specializes in all kinds of 3D printing. But right now, this year, you've been focusing on.
Yeah, the main focus so far is just grips for a variety of different manufacturer bows. And I do make some miscellaneous, like draw stops occasionally here and there, and just kind of whatever people can think of.
Right, and yeah, you make a lot of really good draw stops. Everything from draw stops. If you don't already have them, it doesn't take you long to create different versions of it so that you can change let off or an effective. So sometimes you drill off center a draw stop. Sometimes you just create different sizes of them. I know you make them for lifts, you make them for Dartons, you make them for PSEs, you name it. But what a lot of people are really getting into right now are your grips. So I just put one on my title and I really like it. It's a clip-on grip, so it's undersized at the slide on, so that what happens is it's got little tabs or nipples on the inside and it'll clip into the holes that are already patterned for that. So there's no glue needed or anything like that. So if you and so when I put mine on, it's solid, and it's got a lot of knurling on the back of the handle, so that it'll really sit in your hand where you want it. Your work playing with a couple others here. We'll show this grip up close in a minute. So this is, what have you named this one? There's not anything like that on the market right now.
This one here, I'm calling the 8 degree.
The 8 degree, yeah, because it runs 2 different degrees at one time. The top is 1 degree, the bottom is another. So, and you know, shooting that and holding it in my hand, it really feels good. It's your turn to shoot. So, we'll check it out a little bit later. So you can find that at George's Gizmos. Really cool company. He's got an online presence. We sell his third axis leveling tool that is made so that you can level your bow at full draw. It's very similar to the Sherlock design, but it's in a 3D print. Years ago, you know, maybe 20 years ago, Sherlock made one in aluminum, and what happened is it just came off the market. No one really used it. And then with 3D printing, Adam basically brought back a version of that that's similar to it, that people are familiar with, that have been around a long time, but it allows you to draw your bow back, aim the bow, and point it up and downhill, so when you're getting ready to go outside to shoot, that you'll be able to level your third axis under load, under torque. So that's what everybody needs, is to be able to do that so that you can really trust your equipment when you're shooting outside. So he plays in a lot of different things for archery, but I don't think he's limited his business to that. It's just that he's an avid archer and he shoots a lot of tournaments, so it's easy for him to play with different designs.
This is a pretty laid-back line. It's kind of nice sometimes to shoot in this environment where there's not many shooters. Can ease the pressure a little bit. Almost makes it feel like you're shooting a practice end as opposed to
So as we're watching them shoot, let's finish talking to Adam here. So Adam, let's go over, let's take the Matthews title. That's a popular bow right now. What styles of grips do you make for that?
That one, currently I just make one style, but with multiple angles ranging from 0 degrees all the way up to +6 degrees. But I do custom angles also, depending on the user's preference.
Gotcha. So if you go to his website, which is
currently I don't have one, but when I'm planning, I have an email of georgesgizmos@gmail.com, but looking at having a website towards the end of this year.
Gotcha. And so if you need a custom grip, this is a good place to look for sure. for the new bows coming out, the new models, it's not going to take you but an overnight venture to get those grips right to begin with, because you're so familiar with all the different bows on the market to begin with. So if you've got an idea in your mind, if you give him a call or shoot him an email, you guys can communicate to see what you're going to want, and he'll be able to customize that. So, and I think that's how you did the title. So you hadn't made any title draw stops last year until somebody needed a set, and then we took a couple of looks at it, and then it was easy for you to figure out.
Yeah, I borrowed the bow that someone had around that was the same as the title, and I was able to take measurements and make a draw stop out of it.
Yep. And so it's working good. I think actually Beretta's shooting a set of your draw stops right now, if I'm not mistaken.
That is correct.
Yeah, so we'll take a look at those here in a minute too. Top line.
So that looks like a close-up of George's Gizmos draw stops there. And Matthew's title. Archery, Idaho there. Idaho Falls in Pocatello, Idaho. speaking with Patrick, the owner there of Archery, Idaho. I have yet to get to meet him, but looks like he runs some good shops out there on the east side of Idaho. So if you are in the area, go check out Archery, Idaho. So trying to get a little close up on those draw stops.
All right, so watching Beretta shoot, and she's got a set of George's Gizmos draw stops on her bow. And she's shooting a Title 36 that I think they had restripped in Cerakoted purple. That sunk to the back. Try to get a close up at full draw on that draw stop.
Solid shooting by Beretta. And more arrow there. Nice shot. Drilled the center. Nice X there on the top left. Adam and Jeff seem to be kind of battling it out here. Shot. Let's see how Jeff should be happy. It sunk all the way into his knock, right there, the center of the target. It's a good shoot.
All right, Megan, I think they're about to wrap up their qualifying in, and then I think what we could probably do is just wrap it up for today, and we'll come back tomorrow and try to catch the finals or as many finishers as we can in those finals and get that downloaded for you. So we appreciate you guys watching, and until next time, stay tuned. This is Joe from Archery Northwest.
And Megan from Archery Northwest, and we appreciate you. If you like and subscribe, we would appreciate it. Again, we are striving to be better and better each and every time we go and film for you guys here. Just trying to highlight these archers in the Pacific Northwest. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you next time.